Welcome to Champion Motorsports iRacing Team Endurance Series 2025. You're racing with Wild Deuce Racecraft, Rob Cottle, Jeff Williams, and myself, Chip Witt. We are outgunned, outclassed. We are the very best we can be in a class of pros in the GTP. We're driving the Porsche 963. And right now we got Jeff Williams out setting the qualifying lap. He will start the race today. This is race 3. We are at Portimão, which is a fun track. It's a roller coaster of a track, and it is brilliantly laser scanned in iRacing with heavy elevation changes, tight corners, and really fast-paced laps, with the added complication of multi-class traffic in this series. So we'll be racing against LMP2s and GT3s on track at the same time. So after about lap 2 or 3, we start encountering GT3s and life gets interesting. So should be a fun race. Mr. Cottle, how are you feeling this morning?
I feel amazing.
Awesome. Good to hear. Good to hear. And we won't interrupt Mr. Williams because he's just set out on his first at-pace lap here. And we'll let him run his due here. We're expecting to be in the 31s, probably high 31s, low 32s for our qualifying lap. And if practice is anything, it's likely going to put us towards the back end of this field. We saw a 29.4 as the fastest lap in practice in the GTP class. So terrifyingly fast pros in this series with iRating up as I saw a guy with a 6K iRating in practice. I don't know if you saw anything higher, Rob.
No, and I don't. If you have a 6K rating and you're running in this series, you're a sandbagger. The only other comment I was going to make was if you run in the 29s, I'm pretty sure you're violating all the rules of physics and approaching the speed of light and infinitely being massive and all those sorts of things.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that was mentioned in the drivers' meeting is that all of the GTPs are actually faster than they really should be. Since the last iRacing update, I guess they're a little unrealistic in terms of pace and adhesion to the track surface under whatever track situation. Right now, a track temp is 98. Early in practice, it was up as high as 106. So it's definitely going to be a fast race. They're saying that the added complication for the slower class cars is that the GTPs can magically appear out of almost nowhere because they are so ridiculously fast. So that'll be something to just sort of keep our mind on.
Off track.
That a 1X? Yeah, it was. Okay, it's okay.
Good lap. 131.9. I just noticed there's a 7.3K driver in the GTs. So why on earth they're spending their Sunday playing t-ball with the kindergartners is beyond me. But
well, I mean, this is a diverse group, and one of the things I was reading in the Discord channel is that there is a team that is using this as a development series for a pro esports team. So because they wanted diversity, they wanted to, level up their experience handling traffic and doing other sorts of things. So this is a development series for a lot of different classes of drivers. So all things being equal, I don't have a problem with high iRating drivers. I have a problem with high iRating drivers that think that they're superior and don't need to respect the fact that they're not the only class of driver that are on the track. And
agreed.
That's the big deal, right? Is that if you have guys that are out here trying to make you feel like you don't belong because you have a sub 7K iRating or sub 2K iRating for that matter, it's a little unfair. And we're all out here for the same reason. We want to develop our racecraft and race the best that we possibly can with a diverse group of drivers. And I mean, this is how you level up, right? As you drive with people that are well outside your range and you learn how to drive the car in those realities. And that's what we're here for. We hope that's what other drivers that are in this series are here for, and really are trying to do our best. We're not a-holes. We're not just trying to come out here and be rolling chicanes. We are trying to develop racecraft and race against the teams. And actually, the bottom half of this GTP group is actually quite a good group for us to be racing against. We've had some really competitive runs. Last race, of course, was an unfortunate set of circumstances with a hardware failure and network disconnect for Rob mid first stint, and it kind of wasn't worth continuing on at that point because of the hardware failures. But the first race, we finished where we qualified, and that was not at the bottom of the stack. So that's something to be proud of, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
You're looking good, Mr. Williams. If we wind up qualifying towards the back of the pack here, which is likelier to be true than not, I say we've got them just where we want them, because I think being able to
our elaborate plan.
Well, being able to see what's going on the first few laps is going to be really important, I think, and let them kind of sort out the nightmare, and we'll kind of just carry on from there. Looks like we finished with a 33.024.
That's not very good.
Well, could be worse.
Make sure we change the setup back to race.
Doing so now. Got your full setup in. Race setup.
Yeah.
The nice thing about a 3-person team is we can go from, one spotter, one driver to one spotter, one driver, and one critic.
Yeah, for a first qualify in this series, that was not bad at all, Jeff. It's funny how, at least for me, this series more than any other series, my nerves get up a little bit because I feel a little self-conscious being out here. I won't lie. As much as I talk that we're out here for the right reasons, and it does kind of get in your head a little that we're out here with
people too.
Yeah. So, to go out there and only have a 1X event, or actually you had 2Xs, but to go out there and put laps down, not spin the car, not wreck the car. You did a great job. So thank you.
Yeah, maybe being a little cautious here, but I mean, with a quali setup, this temperature.
Well, our strength of field in our class is 3487. So that's a pretty hairy group.
Yeah, 128.570 is the fast lap right now.
Man, that's crazy.
That violates all the laws of relativity and speed of light.
That's a good 2 seconds, second and a half faster than I've ever gone in this car under optimal conditions, and that's insane.
Yeah, when you can't even comprehend where they're finding 2 seconds. I mean, it's one thing if, you could go faster here, faster there, but when we've run as many laps as we've run, and we feel like we're squeezing, down to the point now where we're squeezing tenths and half tenths and hundredths out of the car, the thought of finding 2 more seconds is it's hard to understand.
Well, the thing that I have always found, and it's where I am in my racecraft, is that those 2 seconds, if I do find them, I'm likely not to remember or know exactly how I found them, so that I can repeat the process. So it's one of those things. Is the harder I search for those 2 seconds, the further I get from them. It's a development process, right? As you kind of figure out where you're leaving time.
Dimension.
Yeah, exactly.
See, Chris Pies is here with Matt Quinn on his team, PCA Sim Racing team.
Are they running?
They're GT3, I
think. GT3. Yeah, a bunch of teams there, with multiple cars in the race.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, a lot of these teams have multiple sub-teams.
And like they're using them as development opportunities, development teams, bringing people up to the highest levels.
When you've even got them where they've got the same team has different, they're running, they have like a GTP team, a P2, an LMP2 team, and a GT3 team.
Yeah. Well, one of the Discord commentary that I was reading last night, it sounded like the story of us in this series for this team and the Esport Elite series is that they got the crud kicked out of them on a pretty regular basis and needed to get away from that high pressure, thing that was really hurting their development. They were starting to get negative side effects of that experience, and so we're looking for a different type of experience to develop their drivers, and sought this series as that solution. So it's kind of interesting to kind of hear echoes of our own story here as somebody else in another series, and using this as the series that they're coming up in. So it's cool.
Yeah.
Champion Motorsports is really an interesting group. It's an eclectic collection of drivers, a lot of different skill sets, and very welcoming group. I just drove in that Le Mans Ultimate test series, and great group of people, but a diverse skill range. We had somebody that joined the race for their first race in LMU after, I think 5 or 6 races in the series, and blew everybody's doors off, and doesn't have much experience with the platform, had never practiced in the car, and was super fast. And it was like, yeah, that's an elite driver, but super receptive. There's a lot of information sharing on the chat channel about the car's behavior, about fueling, about all the different stuff in LMU that's kind of weird that you have to account for. And so, it's kind of really good. It demonstrates this group, Champion Motorsports, and how they've really put together a great group of people over their 25 years, which is also something that's worth noting as well. As Champion Motorsports has been around for 25 years, and as a lot of the sim racers that have been with that group that entire 25 years are really still adding tremendous value. David Anderson is the guy that leads that. He's the founder of the group, and he still races, and he put the LMU group together, and he's a really approachable guy, a lot of fun to race against, and yeah, just a good group. Couldn't say enough nice things about them.
So those of you watching at home, if you think you like humiliation, you're about to see what it really is like.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
If that's your fetish, you're about to be thrilled. And
Yeah.
actually, it's
it'll
not
be more
that
than
bad.
you even think you like.
Yeah, it's not that bad though. It's like once the track spreads out, it's all about managing traffic and just sort of driving the race. It becomes less about where you are in your standings. I mean, you obviously want to finish as well as you can, but
Well, my role here is to balance out Chip's optimism.
I'm not optimistic. I think we're going to get our ass kicked, but I find this series is more enjoyable, and just the traffic management aspects of it. I enjoy that part of the race, and if I didn't enjoy that, I probably wouldn't get my teeth kicked in every time we joined one of these races, because that does get old. If you're caring about that. So,
how are you doing, Mr. Williams?
I'm doing good. We're fine.
Is the car all ready to go?
Understand from my crew chief it is.
It is.
Well, that's interesting. RD Sim Sport is currently behind us in the quali, but they ran a 130 flat in practice.
Might have had an incident. It's hard to know. And I don't know who Team Cal Young is, but they have a 5.7K driver.
Yeah. Okay. They just got another lap in. They went ahead.
It's funny how that little bright star of optimism gets like doused in cold water very quickly.
No, I just figured they were sandbagging us and they were going to come from behind.
Yeah, run over you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a quick break. So I'll be back before it starts, I hope. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's about to start.
Yep.
I can spot for you, Jeff.
Okay.
Just remember the main thing is, keeping the car clean is more important than fighting over a spot. Because the way we make, honestly, the way we're going to make it places is for other people to have problems.
Wow, this is going to be a full pace lap.
Oh wow, that's weird. Yeah, he said
he thought it was going to be. Yeah, but
you're sitting on start finish line. Oh, we're still being shown as 17th out of 18.
I think that Cal Young team didn't put a quali in.
Probably not. Well, and with a 5.7K driver, they could be very well one of those guys that likes to start from the back as an extra challenge. They haven't gridded yet.
Mm-hmm. So I've switched the MGU to balanced just from the start.
Yeah, that's what I prefer to do.
You know, it defaults to attack in the first, but
Yeah.
first lap.
I usually keep it in balanced, and then occasionally if I get into a battle that is important, I'll throw it into attack for a few laps, but you got to watch it. If you forget, suddenly you look down and you've got no battery.
Yeah, that's always the fun part of this car, right? Is you gotta a lot. There are a few things, extra things to track. I've done entire stints in attack mode accidentally, and I never ran out of battery completely.
So the Team Cal Young didn't grid.
Interesting. May have been a erroneous join. They got a teammate that they can't drive with today, somebody in this class, so that could help us. If it's a two driver team, they'll get disqualified. Look to make positions any way we can, damn it. So take some nice deep breaths, Jeff, and just
Oh, I'm supposed to breathe?
Yeah, you're supposed to breathe. And just relax. Let the race kind of unfold in front of us here. I'm sure we're going to have some crazy antics. Yeah,
there's a lot of egos in front of us.
And where we're positioned right now, you can be as cautious as you need to get the tires in under you. And once they come to temp and you feel comfortable, you can start making your way through as best you can. So
yeah, LMP2 is going to be 5 seconds behind you at the start, so you're under no pressure from behind.
Yeah.
And they're running 35s, so if we can get into the 34s or better, you're going to stay ahead of the LMP2s. So
yeah, well, once you get in your groove, 33s are pretty manageable.
Yeah, for sure.
Just make sure you give yourself a couple laps to don't push it too hard at first. Let your tires warm up.
And also remember, these guys aren't AI. That's my mantra in these races. Not AI, not AI.
Yeah. Real people. Yeah. Real people file real complaints.
Well, I don't know about real people, but they're not AI. So.
Well, yeah.
Some of these folks are aliens for sure.
Yeah. Well, okay. People and cyborgs. How's that?
Yeah. I'm excited for this race, man. We put in like almost 500 laps of practice here, so we know the track. We know what the car can do on this track. So, we may not have the pace that some of these guys do, but I guarantee nobody is as prepared as we are.
Yeah, we definitely know the track. That is definitely, that is a good thing, because when you're not having to fight the track, and you're just focusing on racing, that makes it a lot better.
Well, it was kind of funny as I noticed that even on my outlap in practice is that the familiarity that we have with the track, I was immediately comfortable on track. And that made a lot of difference in sort of my confidence and everything else. So.
Oh, yeah.
So we've already earned a good race. We just need to go out here and grab it. So.
Okay, remember, it's when the leader goes, so just ignore the flag and just watch the group. When the group takes off, take off.
Yep.
And he won't go until after he crosses start finish, so it'll be a little later than what we've been doing. So. Okay. Pace car's coming off.
Everybody's
They're
going.
going. So exciting.
Somebody,
Incident
2
ahead
cars are
off.
off on the left. Just
Keep going.
oh man, somebody's upside down.
Yeah, that's
Someone got completely wiped out. That's not good in the first corner for a 3600. Oh, 2 more.
more.
3
Got 4 cars off.
Go left. Go left. Wow,
That's just weird.
there's a lot of. Wow, I'm kind of surprised at the mayhem.
I'm not. I'm only disappointed that there's a faster pair.
Well, yeah, that bums me out. Definitely, somebody is in the pits though. There was a car that was upside down.
I think some of these teams don't necessarily realize they have faster pairs. I've seen that in a few other races where you have early retirements. And, like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You do have to do a tow to get to your faster pair, so there will be a significant time penalty, but they're people we're likely going to see again later in the race. Okay, got a car off on the left.
Yeah.
Wow, this is uncharacteristic of a start in CMS. I'm actually really surprised. So it's rare that I'm right, so I'm really happy to be right, but just staying back and being able to see all that unfold actually has benefited us. Of course, you got this guy chomping at your heels a little bit. He's going to pass you.
Yeah.
Not safely. Cut that really tight.
Yeah, I think he's one of the guys from up front who got spun and
Yeah.
coming back through, so just let him go.
No, that's fine. Smart.
There's 2 cars in the pits now. One of them's been in the pits almost 2 minutes, so I don't know if is there a fast repair?
Yeah, I'm staring at it right now. We definitely have one fast repair. So, like I said, I think a lot of these higher tier teams don't realize they have a fast repair. So,
or they're saving it.
Well, there's that too. As you know. Yeah, a lot of mayhem that first lap.
Got another guy that's one of the spinners that's
one of the 4 tops.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody's still in the pits. Been in there almost 3 minutes.
We're right along with Jeff here for a lap. Change the camera view. Got a car off on the left.
Oh, somebody else went off again. Kind of shocking with the iRating we're dealing with. You would think there would be less of that. On your left, on your left.
He just gave me a 0x.
Oh, did he?
Yep. Car 101.
Jeff's already taken names and numbers. Oh, shoot. So that's a lap around, driven by Mr. Jeff Williams. That's a fast lap.
Another 0X.
Yeah, 3.8K driver behind you. They're pissed off that they're having to come from behind, so. Good defensive line. Like the cut of your jib, young man.
He's a retired contractor and he gives no fucks.
These are the guys that are like going, he should let us by because we're faster than he is. So like, you have to earn your way by.
Yeah. Go fast. Go by me, fast guy. Hey, you're driving really well, Jeff.
You're looking
Thanks.
great, man.
Leaders in the pits. And the P3 car is too.
I'm assuming there's a story there.
Probably.
But you're pissing these guys off. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I've got another 0X on it.
He's got to run on you now.
There you go. He's got you.
Here
you
comes
go,
the
buddy.
other guy. He's going to tag along.
Boy, he made it look easy, though. Holy shit.
Yeah.
They almost took each other out. Now they're mad at each other.
Yeah.
Guy behind you's he's a lap down, so you can let him go if you need to.
You're looking great, Jeff. That was brilliant. You gave him a little bit of business because you had a right to, but you handled yourself well. Good job, man. Great driving.
Left side.
GT3's ahead.
Yep.
Yep.
This turns to will probably be the equalizer for a lot of these guys because they're going to come through like crazy men, and GT3s are not going to give them any quarter.
No, and I wonder how many wrecks there's going to be as a result.
Yeah, exactly. So just try to do your passing on exit if you can. Give the GT3s some room. Let's be known as the guys that know what it's like to drive GT3s, because we do. That's actually one of the main reasons that I drove in that LMU series as a GT3 at this track. I wanted to get a feel for just sort of where the weak spots in the traffic and the visibility were, and from a GTP perspective. Well, from the GT3 perspective, but GTP looking at, where they just sort of magically appear out of nowhere. And there are some really interesting spots on this track where GTPs are a lot faster than the GT3s.
A lot of traffic up ahead.
Like turn 1 is one of those places where I wind up gearing down to come through there if I'm following GT3s, just to make sure I don't run them over.
1X track limits.
Saw that. No worries. It was an acceptable. Also, when you overtake GT3s, remember that if you pass them coming into the corner, you're likely going to be eating them up your ass. That sounds horrible. You're gonna, because you're slower than they are mid-corner.
Like, ew.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like,
I just came here to race.
I'm like, I probably should rephrase that. And some of the guys, like a 1.8K driver, he's all like, I want no part of this, man. I'm getting out of your way. The dangerous part for me at this track is the GT3 drivers that want to help in the high-speed sections where you've already made a decision.
Grab your line.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you're driving out on the street and you're trying to turn left, and the person that's has the right of way is also going to turn left in front of you and pull onto the street, and they want to stop and let you in. It's like, just follow the rules.
Exactly.
We'll all be fine. Don't change the rules of the game. You're not helping.
Yes, I know you think you're helping, but you're not. You got a car stopped on the left. Oh, it's rolling again. GTP getting into GT3 traffic. That was... He tried to overtake and locked his brakes up going into that hairpin. Very, very good traffic management, Jeff.
So far?
It's the only way I can gauge you so far.
Yeah. All you have is today.
Way to hold your line. That was good.
Yeah, that Porsche wasn't helping.
Oh, Chris Pies is out there. Passing him right now. Hi, Chris.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Pies.
Yep. Shocks me that he's only a 4.2K driver.
Chris Pies?
Yeah.
Well, he does have a day job.
True enough.
That's a pretty impressive rating for somebody that does it for fun.
Yeah. I imagine that if he put his mind to it, he could be a lot faster.
Oh, I'm sure he could. I mean, he's naturally good. He's got the racer mojo for sure.
Yeah.
He's a super nice guy.
He is.
Yeah, I met him at Road Atlanta.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. He was at Cottle also, but we didn't meet up.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really,
nice.
really
Nice. No, that was exactly what you should have done. That was perfect.
There was nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
I'm really surprised that I didn't lock it up.
Yeah, he left the door open, so yeah,
you gotta, if they leave an opening, you gotta take it.
That's where brake control and knowing where the lockup is and avoiding it is important. That was well executed. We're only 5 seconds behind the next car. That's my favorite place to pass, is that going right there.
Yep.
I love that spot.
Somehow I got a 0x from something.
Yeah, GT3 behind you. You're slower through the corners. The slow corners, the GT3s are actually faster. And I like that outside there as well.
Yep.
David Anderson looks like he's having a rough race. What was that?
Oh, I just saw a black flag note come up for Moose Motorsport.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of those from the first lap incidents.
Moose was one of the leaders during practice.
They're in the 11th right now. They're one of the ones that passed us with great abandon a little bit ago. So we'll see them again. Isn't that special?
Must have, Moose Motorsports on the pit lane must be doing their drive-through.
It's funny, that bit of gravel I went through still is throwing up on my car, the sound effects of it.
Mm-hmm. Just as it comes off your tires.
Yeah.
I wonder if Moose was a stop and hold. They're still in the pits.
Feels like I'm in a hailstorm.
Yeah, they're still in the pits.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Maybe they're arguing with race control.
Yeah, but that seems stupid because you're losing track position this way.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I can imagine is that they're bitching out race control or arguing with race control and are about ready to eject from the race.
Yeah. Well, now they've just gone down the order.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still in there. They're probably throwing a hissy fit. Want to quit, or maybe they already quit.
That's what I don't understand is like, even if don't feel like you're in the wrong, suck it up, move on, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in the middle of a race. You can like bitch and moan as much as you like after the race. I don't know. If there's a whole bunch of crap on the track on the straight.
Thank you, car from the pit.
He had the right of way.
Oh, yeah, I know, my fault. Oh, that cost me 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's okay though. That's something that, you know, there was a lot of sensitive chatter about that in the Discord channels last night. I guess either one of the practices or in the P-Cup race or something, there was some disparity about who has right of way coming out of the pits and, you know, what needs to be done. Is, you know, the inside lane at the end of the straight is owned by the person exiting the pits. And then when you get to the corner, all the corner rules apply. So if the car exiting pits, regardless of speed, still has position on the car coming up, yeah, the car coming up has to accommodate for that and give way to the apex.
Yeah, that was just one of those perfect timing things where he was at the apex as I was coming to it.
Yep.
Moose. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
It wasn't too intelligible, but in terms of what it sounded like.
You just said moose.
Yeah, so you just said moose.
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 I'm speaking in code. No, they must have bailed because they're now being shown as 13 laps down.
Usually if they eject, it shows them as with a little finish flag. Team Cal Young has got a little finish flag. And I don't mean finish as in the finish from Finland. I mean the checkered flag. And they're 580.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, watch out. He's coming across the track. Oh, so the guy that was chasing you was getting all squirrely and impatient behind you, and he cut across the bow of the GT car, and the GT car, you hadn't cleared him yet. He'll get a black flag for that.
Oh yeah.
Because he was like, you know, the usual thing where somebody thinks they're faster and they're driving, you know, violently. He just shot across. He wanted to make a move and get on your inside for that corner, but he didn't clear the GT car before he made his move.
Yeah, I heard him lock up.
Oh, by the way, the latest trend, and this is something that Matt Malone showcased and hypothesized, and I've watched a few reels now, and I agree with him, is, you know how you're supposed to hold your brakes, right? When you spin or have a wreck, whatever. And if you don't, and somebody files a protest, it's a protestable, you know, a thing. Well, what people are doing to get away from the, you know, you didn't hold your brakes, you know, finger wag, is they're like braking like 2%. So they keep rolling. Looks like their brakes are engaged, but they're not engaged fully, and they continue to come back on track and take a bunch of people out. Sort of like that thing is like, if my race is ruined, so I'm going to ruin a bunch of other people's races. That's
nice.
The way he shot across the grass, I thought he was going to do that.
I know, I did too. That was why I mentioned that as I saw that, and I was glad to see that he did get it woed down. But that seems to be a trend, I guess, in some of the higher strength of field iRacing splits in public lobby.
Got a whole bunch of GT traffic for the next little bit here, Mr. Williams.
Yep.
But you're driving exactly the way you need to be.
And not the way that guy is.
Driving your race, just keeping your nose clean.
Yeah, you're looking great, man.
Thank you. Try to keep it that way. Whoa.
Got a little wiggly, didn't he? I'm wondering if some of these GT3s that are like getting a little ass wiggle are just running really low downforce, which is kind of
Probably.
silly on this track.
Yeah, but the really good drivers trim their cars out so thin.
Yeah, but I mean, on a track like this, that doesn't pay dividends because you're having to slow down to make the corners, and this track has more corners than it does straights.
Could just be that it's, it's the kind of track that, it's because of the elevation change, you come over these rises.
You get light, yeah.
As you're coming out of the corner, and car gets light on you.
Yeah.
So the guy that tried to pass you earlier and got hit by the GT3 car is approaching with purpose, and he might be driving a little dickish.
He may have malice in his heart.
Well, even though it's not your fault that he did that.
Left side.
Yeah.
There he is, left side.
He will probably be penalized for his interactions with the GT3 car, I would assume. Although,
Probably.
the one reality of this series that is lost on some people is if somebody does not protest him to race control, officially file an IRR, either in race or after race, he will get away with that. So, race control's really good early in the race, and they catch some stuff, but they can't catch all stuff in a field this big. 60 cars is a lot of cars to track on track at one time. That was a great piece of driving, Jeff.
Thank you. Thank you.
Really good traffic
Wait
management.
for a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you got somebody coming up your 6 here. He lost momentum. It's an LMP2 car.
Yeah, I just passed him.
He just got ass-ended by the GT3 behind him because he jammed on his brakes coming through the corner behind you.
Four seconds off pace because of traffic.
Don't worry so much about that. It's all good.
Wow, I got P1 4 seconds behind me.
Just blinked. That was weird. You still with me?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yep.
That's P1 behind me, right?
That is P1 behind you. Ben Ford. Been a Ford, but now he's a Cadillac. Oh, wow. He's going around the outside. Oh, he just ran off. Yeah. He didn't.
That was his bad. Jeff didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, no, Jeff didn't do anything wrong. He just, he misjudged. I think that's another instance of faster guys not really understanding where the slower guys are slower.
Yeah, I mean, braking's one of the obvious places.
Yes. Yeah, so it does look like Moose Motorsport got black flagged and then bailed.
They took their ball and went home.
That's
or their
just
antlers.
so unacceptable. And in my mind, and David, if you see this video, take it with a grain of salt. In my mind, if you do that, you get a black flag and you decide, well, damn, that's not worth racing anymore. I'm gonna just bail on the race. That should be immediate grounds for removal from the series. Goodbye, team. Thank you for playing.
For sportsmanship.
Yeah, that's the worst kind of sportsmanship. It's, I understand having a call maybe go a way that you don't agree with and you being angry about it, but for gosh sakes, be adult. Or in some cases here, for these teams at this caliber, be professional.
Yeah.
That's just so unacceptable.
Yeah, sometimes shit doesn't go your way, but sometimes it's your fault.
Yeah, exactly.
You got the P2 car
Yep.
right on your 6.
Yeah, that's the way it looks. I hope we're wrong. Maybe that's not why they left, but that's what it looks like. Oh. Getting a little dodgy out there.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew where everybody was. I was working it.
You're really doing great, Jeff.
Yeah, you are, Jeff. Really, really great drive.
Thank you.
Nearing the end of your stint, you got 4 laps to go.
Yep.
Made it 24 laps before we got before we got lapped.
I know, first stint. That's the way in this series, it seems.
Yeah, it's just the way it is. I mean,
He's got putting down race laps in the 29s. That's just stupid.
but imagine you're going to start seeing pit stops here pretty soon,
Yeah.
depending on how people's fuel burn's looking.
Okay. I just set tires to be replaced and windshield tear off.
Ruby?
I'm getting in the car, yes?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Fuel light just came on.
Tighten that rubber band that holds your big foam nose on and get those big flat shoes on.
Yep.
Your racing clown shoes, though. Problem is, when you heel toe in those, you get all 3 pedals.
Exactly.
Three laps to go.
Flipping the throttle is what we call the clown stomp. And
What freaks people out is when you come into the pits and 8 people get out of the car.
Whoa, yeah.
Stay right, stay right, stay right. Whee!
Yeehaw!
That was squeaky.
That was the sound of two butt cheeks clenched together.
Wow. Getting awfully busy on the track.
Yep.
Yeah, it's quite busy.
Whoops.
Just one more lap.
Yep.
So I stay out now.
Yes. One more lap.
Okay, coming in after this lap.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, pit stops are starting.
Yeah. I'm seeing a bunch of cars coming in this lap, so we're right on pace with everybody else. Okay.
There's a guy coming up on you for position, but hopefully he'll not force the issue before the pit, but you never know. Okay, box, box, box.
Yep.
Nobody here but us chickens.
Damn it. Maybe I'm okay.
I think you're okay.
Where?
Great drive, Jeff.
Okay, get me out of here.
Nice stint.
Thank you.
Well done.
And I am in.
Make sure you check the MGU and the pit limiter.
Yep. Gotcha. My tire's done. Ah, there they are. Fuel's still going in.
At 75% left front.
Make sure you're on your limiter.
Yep. I'm good. Make sure everybody goes live.
He should be good. Remember, you got cold tires.
Thank you. Certainly do have cold tires.
Yes, you do. Track's down to 88, which is nice. But still need to get those tires hot. P3 and the P2 car are 1 second behind you, fighting. They're both fighting for position. They just came out of the pits right behind you. Got a run on you.
Yep. Don't
Boy,
hit
he
me.
Forced that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah,
He could have waited. Here comes the other guy. He's there too.
Yeah, he did not need to hit me. What the fuck was that about?
Did he make contact?
Oh yeah,
he merged
He
in.
came up
Yeah,
into my
they-
line. He came up
Oh,
into
he
my
gave
line
you
and
a
hit me.
4X. That was a 4X.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That was bullshit. He didn't need to do that.
No damage to the car. Yeah, he didn't need to do that. There was no excuse for that.
No, he was just being impatient.
I was going to let them both go before the end of the straight.
Yeah.
Kind of pisses me off. I was looking forward to a 0x.
Well, that was unnecessary by any measure.
Yeah, his front left literally went inside your rear right.
It felt like it.
Yeah, occupied the same space.
Lucky it wasn't a massive crash.
Yeah, that's the easy thing to get turned and spun by that.
He actually made contact with you twice. You got the P4 car right behind you.
Damn it. Guys are gone awfully quiet.
I'm just in awe.
Yeah, just watching.
You are running down the P13 car right now. You're currently 2 seconds a lap faster. P15 car is right on you, though.
That GT3 car didn't do me any favors.
No.
So P15's for position?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Car behind us for position.
I think he's one of the cars that was involved in early contact.
Yellow flag?
You're
Looks
clear.
clear.
You guys in front of you are for position. The first guy in 13th has been running 135. She's been 2 seconds faster. He's struggling.
Car left.
On your inside. P5 cars are coming up behind him. P5 car's got to run. Right side. Little concertina line there. Not often you see this many GTP cars together.
Interesting.
It's interesting.
Yeah, you got back by the P15 guy.
No, that's an LMP2 car, Jeff. Same paint job. I think they're similar
All right.
teams.
I see. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, because the car with the same paint job's 3 or 4. It's Lefebvre.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the car immediately had a chip as for position.
Yeah. The guy directly in front is for position.
Yeah.
And he and Chip are running similar laps. Quite a bundle of traffic there.
The ideal line, but got me through.
Any line that keeps you on the track is a good enough line. It's like any crash, any landing you can walk away from is a good landing, right?
Yeah. Got lots of race left, so I'm not pushing.
Yeah, no need to. Just steady.
A little pissed off that I got that 4X.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
crap.
that's irritating.
Yeah, he had no reason to do that. Yeah, he tapped you for a 0x, and then for that, it looks like.
So how am I driving?
Looking smooth here. Yeah, you're closing this P14 down. I think it's just a matter of time.
You got to run on him. Nice lap. 32.5.
There you go, Chip. Yeah. Car off left.
Got it. Was a little unfortunate.
Yeah.
He closed the
that was
door
a
on me
bad
after he
spot.
opened it up for the other guy. I thought I could go through.
Interesting that car for position just pitted.
Yeah. Do you have a black flag sitting on him or something?
Not sure.
Maybe they're on an alternate fuel strategy?
Somebody could have got black flag too.
Yeah. Got it.
Those Acuras do look nice.
Yeah, it looks like Pneumatic Motorsports looks like they had a black flag. Well, what they had was a meatball.
Ah. That wasn't a 4X, was it?
No. Oh, actually, it was. Yep.
It was? That was not a 4X tap.
No, it was 2X. You already had 10.
Oh, was that it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Why was it
I'm seeing he was
2X?
at 8. And he went. I saw him at 8, and he went to 12.
I had him at 10.
Let's see what the
Good
master
say,
Ouija
yeah.
board says.
Oh, no, you're right. It was 8 and then it went to 12.
Yeah.
It was a 0X and then it went to 4X. That seemed awful punitive. It didn't look like
Yeah,
a 4X to me.
No.
Who is this behind me? Guys?
Hold on.
P6 and 7 right there. Go, whoa!
Whoa.
P7 just took out the P6 car. That was P7 that took him out. You didn't hit him.
Nope.
That's
Nope.
definitely going to be a black flag. That knocked his wing off, his whole rear clip. I'm going to go back and look at that for a second.
Yep. Okay, I'll stay alive. What?
What?
My screen just blacked for a second.
Yeah, P7 hit P6 so hard it lifted him off the ground. Yeah, that was not our doing. You were just a bystander.
Yeah. I almost caught the car. I slowed down. I went off track to actually miss him.
Yeah, I mean, you stayed out of the way. You saw it happen.
Yeah, no, great avoidance. It just really heads up ball.
Keep catching GT3s in that same spot, and it's such an uncomfortable spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple places where it's just shitty to catch them.
Actually, I like that corner to catch him in because I know I can always go on the outside and get by him by the top of the hill.
I don't like going wide. I wind up going off track when I go wide.
And that's where I like the grip that this car has. I can just place it there and it just goes. Huh.
Oh, what?
I don't remember.
Lots of traffic for the moment.
Yeah.
Ahead of us in class, Alexander Kurtz. Isn't there a... I thought there was a pro driver named Alexander Kurtz. Might be... Oh, it's Alexander Wirtz. W-U-R-Z.
Mm.
It's like, why does that name look familiar? Yeah, you just went by 2 cars that are in the pits. The one of them still missing his rear clip. He got clouded, man. He got hit so hard, lifted the car up off the ground and turned
If he was
him.
one of those cars that already used their fast repair early in the race.
Could have been, yeah, because he's not in a good way
turn,
now.
Bitch.
I think I'm seeing 85-degree track temp right now.
Yeah, I got the same.
Ah, damn it. Yeah, right when I'm on you, cut across my nose. You fucking dipshit.
His name is Dick.
He's flashing his lights at me.
Yeah, I know.
For why? To wave at you as you go by? Turn 3's clear.
I think he was pissed off that I touched him in the corner, and I didn't mean to. He just cut across my my nose, and I stopped before it gave us a 4X, so...
What's weird is that hit was harder than the other one. That hit was a 0X, and the one was a 4X. Made no sense.
Yeah. Where did we get the 1X though? Because we're up to 13.
There was an off track.
Oh,
There was an off track when I avoided the clusterfuck with 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Wow, those 2 cars are still in the pits.
Yeah.
Now into the 6 minutes of repairs land.
You've got the P6 car 1.3 seconds back. Is the car behind you? You're driving a good race, Chip.
Thank you, Jeff.
Looking good.
Had ambitions for it being a bit cleaner than what I've managed to do.
Well, you're not always in control of that.
This is true.
After all, you have a reputation to uphold.
Yeah. Well,
really
and
do.
at best, you're only in control of your half.
Oh, no, Daddy.
Car on your right, gonna run on you. This is the P6 car. Yeah.
Well, those other two cars are still in the pits.
Yeah, there is grip on that big yellow curb on the right as you come around the final corner.
Yeah, I've not tested how far out I can go without a 1X, but you're right. There is some grip out there.
I've put half a car on it and not gotten a 1X on it. Because I've sometimes gotten squeezed like you did and just had to use it.
Top cars aren't, like, driving away as fast as they are on other tracks.
No.
Yeah.
No, we're doing fine.
Yeah, Peter Lowe behind you just ran a 130.8.
Yeah, he's running really fast laps.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about that. Just drive our race.
Yeah, P6 is not driving away from me.
No, you're holding steady. I'm just looking at his laps. It was a 132.6, then a 134.2, a 137.8, 132.7. Best he's done, and it was a while ago, was a 131.9, 131.7.
There's now four cars that are shown as retired, or at least grayed out. RD Sim Sport 2 and CRF Motorsports GTP. I think CRF was one of those that had the extremely long pit stop. In fact, I think it was both those cars, because neither of them are running right now, because you would see their pit time from their last lap in the 6, 7, or 8 minute range that it was. We're going to finish last.
You mean we're not going to finish last?
That's what I mean. $132.2, nice lap.
Yeah, very good.
You're
little
actually
draft
running
help.
down the guy in 11th. He's only 5 seconds up the road, and he's running 133.3s.
Car off left coming out of this corner.
It's more center.
Right in the
More
middle of the
center,
track.
Yeah, well, from the angle I was looking at back there, it looked like he was off left. Problem when you can look out sideways in VR.
Yeah, the laps we put in on this track are really paying dividends.
Guess I could have said car somewhere in the general vicinity of the track surface on the next turn.
Yeah, he was very much center.
Yeah.
Hey, 10 laps to go. Guy behind you's got to run, Mr. Lowe.
GT3 traffic fucked me.
Yeah. Yep.
Come on, dude. You fucking asshole. 3K driver, fucking get good. Jesus. LMP2s are fucking irritating too.
Yeah, they're annoying too, because they think they're fast. And they are fast enough to be a pain in the ass in the slower parts of the track. God, the GT traffic's just fucking horrible.
Mm-hmm.
That was Chris.
Yeah. Oh boy, there's a whole string of slow cars up here.
Oh.
He's 7 cars right up behind you. He suddenly gained some space on you with all that GT kerfuffle that just happened.
I have a note from Matt Quinn, who's running with Chris.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Hey guys, we really need that exit. Good luck."
Hey, I'm making my way through as best I can. Adapt and overcome. Better drivers than us, they need to deal with it. Because I've been trying to take Apexes all day, and GT3s keep taking them away from me, so he can go fucking have a conversation with somebody else because I ain't listening.
7 laps to go.
Thanks. And you know why he needs that exit? Because he thinks he's a better driver than me, and that me affecting his speed matters more than him affecting mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would counter with, we really need you to not be on the track with us. Good luck.
Yeah, so Robbie Prescott in the
Damn
LMP,
it.
but
Hey, you got the P1 car coming up on you. He's looking inside.
Why am I fucking blowing my braking points now? I think my left front tire is fucking shredded.
Yeah, well, just lock back again. I think you were a little upset.
Yeah, I was a little pissed.
That throws me off when I get mad. Think of happy thoughts. The circus. The cotton candy. The bearded lady.
Me flipping my lid is great for content, though.
That's true. Although Williams is by far way more entertaining.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, sorry I couldn't contribute today.
Well, there's still time. For me and Chip to kind of go off is kind of be expected because we're kind of cranky anyway. But you always seem so smooth and composed, Jeff, and then you immediately go from 0 to enraged. In the twinkle of an eye. And it's just hilarious.
Gonna change my screen name to Steve Bannon.
Please
fuck.
don't. I can't be on his team for lots of reasons. I have a rule that I hang out with men who only wear one shirt at a time.
What's our drive-through penalty?
20.
Is it 20?
Yep, 20 and then 16 after that. Every 16 after that.
God damn it. I knew that was a mistake. Yeah, sure. Now you're gonna take this apex too, right? Fucking dumbass.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I'm gonna go make sure the car's set up for the pit stop.
Four more laps to go.
So we're taking 4 tires.
Fuel.
So just going to put 20.7 gallons in. Checking auto fuel here. And tear off. Rob, you want to verify that everything's set right?
Looks like it. Oh wait, you have fast repair checked. I'm gonna.
Oh.
It won't let me uncheck it. Let's see.
I'll do it.
There we go. I got it now.
Yeah. Huh, that's odd.
All right, got it.
Yep, thanks for catching that. Huh.
Get the fast repair on check, yes?
Correct.
Correct.
We have no damage, so we're good anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll save it.
3 laps to go.
I just did an engineer check, and it's all no damage to report. Car looks great. Earn, you stupid bitch.
Never did learn the names of all these turns.
Yeah, I just have them on my track map as numbers.
Oh, that guy lost it.
Yeah, he was that was a weird place to be off.
Yeah. And facing the wrong direction.
That wreck must have started the corner before.
Mm-hmm.
Two laps to go, Chip.
Copy. He's pushing a little now.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more lap.
Copy.
So I had a big lockup coming into pit lane. Just a heads up.
Well, and Chip, you got 28 laps in, Mr. Williams, and we're on lap 58, so Chip's going to get 30 laps. That mileage might help us.
Right foot braking.
I've tried to learn how to left foot brake, and I can't do it. I can't unlearn 40 plus years of muscle memory.
I can do it, but I'm faster right foot. I just gotten the rhythm down, I guess.
Yeah. I used to think what you did, Rob, but just I was been able to make the transition, and I can just switch back and forth without any issues.
Well, I like when I go do go-karts, just the fun go-karts, and, the right foot is gas and the left foot is brake.
Yeah.
I'm able to do that, but it's just, I don't know, I've tried to do it in iRacing, and I just can't. All right, Chip, box.
The fucking horrible in-lap, sorry.
Don't worry about it. Just box and don't blow the speed limit.
Right at the limit when I hit the line.
Yeah, that's where I was.
Okay, getting out. I'm out.
I'm in.
Rob's in.
Ah, shit.
It's a good stint.
Yeah,
Nice job.
Yeah, nice work, Sam.
It was all
Nice work,
right.
Chip.
It was all right. Thank you guys, though. Yeah, 15x. That's just stupid.
Pit limiter.
Yep.
Yeah, we're halfway through the race and not even close to halfway through the IRRs.
You're clear now. Okay, cold tires. Just swarm them up.
Disregard, that was an erroneous message from the admin channel.
In other words, you kids weren't supposed to fight in front of the kids.
Okay, I'm going to take a quick break, guys. I'll be right back.
Right.
That GT3 made sure he was going to take those apexes and not give them to me, that's for sure.
Yeah.
E3 car put me in a bad line.
Yeah. Stuck you out there. Smoke them if you got them.
Right. LMP2's being a bit of a pest.
Yeah, he's the P1.
I think he'd want to get out of my way so I don't wreck him and ruin his race.
Yeah.
If I looked at my iRating, if I was leading the race and the guy with a 1.4K was on my coming up behind me, I'd let the guy go.
Yeah. Oh. That guy almost tagged your back corner.
Did I cut across him, or what
Nope.
happened?
No.
He just turned in.
You had position you were by, and he just started turning in to you.
I did get a 0x for it.
Yep. Oh, somewhere we got another 1X. We're up to 17. Oh, you had you might have had a waft track.
I did?
Apparently.
Huh, I'm trying to figure out where the hell that would have been.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. You're getting a good rhythm here. Just keep going.
And I had to check up.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Hey, Chip,
Hey, Jim.
how's it going?
still going.
Yeah, it's going good. Rob's getting a rhythm.
Nice. My my machine is baking.
You get the Mattel Easy Bake computer.
Yeah, it's I have had nothing but problems with IQ software. The stuff that runs the Corsair fans and stuff is like updates just break shit and it never does what it's supposed to be doing.
Lap times are coming down, Rob. Way to go.
Cool. We had a nice few laps of not a lot of traffic on the track, and but I see that that's not going to be that way for much longer.
Yeah, there's quite a string up there, about 10 seconds ahead. So Chip, looks like you're down to 71% left front.
Yeah, it felt a lot worse than that, but I think I had just lost my patience.
Chip, if you want to confirm the pit settings I just put in.
Yeah, give me a sec. Like I said, I'm dealing with a heating issue right now, so
Okay.
I'm trying to keep my CPU from melting down right now.
All right.
But I'll check in just a sec.
Nice to see that traffic, Rob. Good job.
Thank you.
And he went, oh, shit.
I'm getting flashed by the guy behind me. It's like, dude, I do not have time to worry about where the fuck you are. I'm trying to get through all this goddamn traffic.
Okay, what did you need me to look at, Jeff?
That's P10. He's a lap ahead of us.
Yeah, I know. I'll let him by.
Yeah.
I just was busy.
Yeah. I just please double check the pit stop settings.
Yep, all looks good.
Yeah, I unchecked the fast repair.
Yep.
Right side. Oh, nicely done.
The door's open. I'm going through it.
Nice.
Oh, wow, somebody just spread gravel for that one.
A lot of cars that are pitting. Are we off strategy or what's going on?
No.
I think that some of the teams got a little bit off strategy by virtue of the early
Black
wrecks.
flags.
Started with less of a.
The early wrecks may have started with less fuel.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, and yeah, so you got some teams that are off strategy because they were in the pits for a while. Probably did a full while they were getting their maintenance done, and then of course, I think that the first pit stop we were right on with most of the field, and then I went 2 extra laps, so that offset us a little bit too.
But that's where the car that was behind us is pitted again.
They last pitted on 67, right? No, they just pitted on 67. What was their last pit?
I can't tell. I don't have that data.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong here?
Clear.
And nice patience.
Yeah, I'm going to step away for a bit.
Okay. It's working.
Whoa, that was a nasty little positioning there. Not sure why that guy did that. He took the inside and then he slowed down. I don't know if he was letting somebody in his class by that was faster than him or what, but dude. Ah, shit. That was dumb. Fucked up my brake point. Not sure why the GT3s flash you. It's like, what are you trying to tell me, buddy? Sorry if I took away your Apex. I didn't steal your lunch money. Prototypes need Apexes too.
So hey, I just went and looked at the VRS data, and Chip, you averaged for your 30 laps 135.739. Excuse me, 134.367. I was at 135.739 for mine. So I think per our discussion last night, that supports that you're going to get back in the car.
Yeah. How's Rob doing so far?
Let me go look.
Would bet he's in the high 34s.
Yeah, I don't think he's got enough laps to sort of average out yet. Let's see.
Figured out my cooling problem, or an approach to my cooling problem, so I'm less distracted now.
So you got a big block of ice sitting on top of your computer now?
Yeah, exactly, dripping down into the components. Yeah, no, evidently it didn't pick up an alert from the appropriate temperature sensor. So it was reading temperature sensor at the fans, not where it actually matters, and so was never tripping the alert to start cooling off.
Yeah.
Because it should burst to 100% fan at 50 degrees Celsius, and I was, my coolant was at 60 degrees Celsius, and my CPU was like a degree below panic shutdown, thermal shutdown.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah. So.
Ouch. Yeah, I think Rob must have his system set to dump laps in bunches, because I don't have any race laps in here yet.
Okay. It doesn't really matter.
Well, yeah.
I don't think Rob wants to do a double.
Yeah, well, I think we talked about that too.
I don't mind doing a double. I mean, whatever criteria we're using.
Yeah, just looking at the laps abstractly, I don't think that you're faster than I am or was.
Or it's close enough to not make doing a double and the concentration issues.
Yeah, no,
worth it.
I agree. So apologies to anybody that's watching the video and hears my fans in the background. I think my noise canceling should be getting rid of it, but if not, I had to crank the fans up because the CPU was baking. It's now down to 79 degrees, so I'm looking good now.
You had that to mask the farts.
That just recirculates the air, man. Also opened my office window too.
Systems.
I can't do that here. It's 18 degrees outside at my place.
Yeah, I think it's probably 50 degrees, give or take.
Mm.
Oh. You're looking really good, Rob.
Thank you. Car feels great.
Yeah, it was riding really well. Towards the end of my stint, I was feeling that left front going away a little bit, but nothing bad. So it looks like P11 is 31 seconds ahead of us.
Mm-hmm. And P10 is 1.4 seconds ahead of them.
Yeah. And then P13 is 6 seconds behind us.
Yeah. Hmm?
Nothing, I'm just cycling through drivers here.
I caught those last two GT cars in the worst freaking spot.
Yeah. That is irritating as all hell, right?
That's just
Got a
throws
GT
you
off. There.
That was a throwaway lap.
So we've had 15 views of our race here, but nobody can currently connect it for any length of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like we're all good for fair share here.
Yeah, I would assume.
Okay, I'm going to step away again for a bit.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go see if Rob's got more laps in VRS.
Looking good, Rob.
Thank you. Something's wrong with my audio card. I'm just getting all this clipping.
I actually was having that problem earlier too, where the audio actually completely cuts out periodically. I think that
This
might
is
be
like
an
it's halfway
iRacing
connected
thing.
or something.
Yeah.
'Cause even you're garbled and clipping a little bit.
Oh, weird.
I know it's on my end. Must have some setting in my audio card wrong or something.
It's an onboard audio card, though, right? It's on the motherboard.
I don't know.
Most of them are that way now. Very rarely do you find boxes with dedicated sound cards anymore, unless you're doing like pro audio stuff.
Yeah, I've never had audio problems, not forever. I don't know if I just have a bad USB cable or something. I don't know.
I've also found that sometimes it's a driver issue. Going through and updating all your drivers might help.
Oh, I thought you were going to insult the way I was racing. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, usually when you get a new machine, it's not updated like to the latest firmware and latest drivers
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff. And
yeah.
So yeah, I'm feeling pretty self-conscious now about my incident count because, I mean, I didn't feel like I was driving like an a-hole, but maybe I was.
I don't think you were. I think it was awful punitive for the level of contact.
Yeah.
On the guy that came and hit you, that was just ridiculous. There was
Yeah.
no reason he had to do that.
And it wasn't like I moved on him. He came
No,
into me.
you were holding your position. I mean, you were as far to the outside as you could go without driving off the track.
Yeah.
He just jammed it down in there where he shouldn't have.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Yeah, the car right behind you is 4 position. That's the P13 car that's been eating us up.
Yeah, I've been watching him. How many laps to go?
I'm showing 7.9 laps in the tank right now, so 7 laps.
Okay. Boy, I almost hit that GT car.
I know. I had a couple of close calls. And it's odd because they're faster through the corner than we are. You got somebody on your outside left.
Oh, what is that
Whoa.
idiot doing? He went off the track, he came back on the track, and then chopped across me. I just got a black flag because of that.
Yeah, too many incident points. That's my fault. I'm sorry.
You oughta do an IRR for that. I mean, he shot off the track because we got hit the traffic. He went outside, but then he stayed on it, came back on the track, and then slammed into me in the apex. I didn't even see him.
Yeah, you actually made contact with the GT3 car, not with him.
In the apex?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Watch it back, and if you want to file an IRR, you can do it after your stint.
So I hit the GT3 car?
Yeah, you went side to side with the GT3 car. And the GT3 car went into the car that had gone off to the left. So yeah, it'll be a drive-through penalty. And again, that's on me because I pushed us way up there. So that was a 4X that pushed us over.
For sure I'd cleared the GT3 because when I looked in my rearview mirror, the prototype was in front of the GT3.
It was a 0X that went to 4X, but it was the GT3 contact. Car 44. Let me just make sure that I'm right on this. Car 44, yeah, it's a GT3 Hyperion racing car.
So I got to do my drive-through right now.
Yeah. Get woed down, make sure we're not speeding in the pits, and you'll just stay out to the outside here. And drive all the way through. Good news is that we have no pressure from behind anymore. All the teams behind us are gone.
Yeah, it just makes me mad.
Yeah, that's okay.
I had a decent run going.
You did. You were 0X up until that point.
What's traffic looking like?
Not seeing anybody high speed here. Got some cars here. You're clear. There you go. Yeah, that's a P5 right behind you right now.
Shit.
So 20, then every 16. So 36 is our next magic number. Hopefully I can avoid getting there. We shall see.
My stint's just fucking falling apart.
Whoa. I think everybody's starting to lose their shit a little. You see that in front of you?
Yeah, sure did.
That's crazy. It's a P10 right behind you. Oh, no. Yeah, P10. And P1 is behind him. Boy, Matt Quinn, that car's in 23rd right now in GT3.
Really?
Yeah. Wonder what happened to their race.
I guess that's why they need that exit.
Do you have an engineering button to tell you if there's damage on the car?
Yeah, but I'm busy.
Okay. This is the P10
Because
car.
we have damage on the front end.
Okay.
That
How's
would
the car?
explain the push.
Yeah, I was going to say, how's the car feel? Okay, P1 is behind you.
I'm lacking some grip.
Should we use the fast repair, you think?
Might as well. Maybe see how much repair time it is.
We can't do that. We can't select the fast repair after we've pulled into the pits. We would require a second stop.
How many more laps do I have?
4. Three.
3 laps?
Yep, 3 laps. So fast repair, no fast repair.
I'd probably use it just because...
Okay.
Because really this is the only actual damage we've received thus far.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, we may get a black flag for that contact. We'll see.
We're back.
I don't know that we will, but we could. I don't know how I would rule on that. There was a lot of bad decision making all in that one corner. Not all of it yours.
I would say all 3 cars had a piece of that one.
Yeah, I agree.
Although the guy driving off and coming shooting right back on the track, he was definitely squeezing the GT car.
Yeah, it was an unsafe
I had
re-entry for
committed
sure.
to the inside. I had nowhere else to go.
Yeah. And I probably own a little bit of it too because I didn't give you good spotting, I don't think. I assume you had crew chief in your ear too, so I didn't want to complicate matters.
Well, but with my sound issues, it's... Fuck! With my sound issues, there wasn't a lot I could do.
Yeah, gotcha.
I can barely understand you.
It's funny, I thought I got rid of the accent.
When my audio's working.
That's all I thought I got rid of the accent, but maybe not.
I just feel like we're in different places.
We need to change that. We need to all get in one place sometime.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, you and Jeff are still the 2 that I have the most contact with, but I have never met face-to-face. The only 2 in the group.
Well, it's probably going to be a disappointment.
Well, yeah, that's, goes without saying, but still.
I have one more lap.
Yes, sir. And this will actually be a shorter fill than I was even anticipating, so that's good.
How much time's left?
41 minutes right now. So by the time you come in, it'll be like 40 minutes, 39 minutes.
And that GT car squoze me all the way down into that corner and made 0x contact with me. Not quite sure why he felt the need to do that. Of course, we can probably that part of the proceedings where everybody's just had enough of everybody else.
Point to the car in the picture and show the spot where the car touched you. Saying it was not consensual, yes?
Pardon?
You're saying it was not consensual.
Am I boxing this time?
Yes, sir. Box, box, box. Remember to get woed down, get on your limiter. Great stint, man.
Well, that was 80% of a good stint.
I would give you a good 90% of a good stint. It was maybe even 95%. Okay, I am in the car. $69% on your tires. That's not bad. Okay. Wish me luck. We are out of tires. This is the last set of tires. Who's lighting my blue flag?
Test. You got me?
I got you.
Jesus Christ. I don't know what's been going on. I plugged it into a different USB and it sounds fine now.
What just happened to the GT3 that I passed? I didn't hit him.
I don't know. I haven't been able to watch for the last couple minutes because I've been trying to get my audio back.
Can you take a look at that? It's lap 89, so when you get back online, take a look at lap 89 in turn 11, I think.
Okay.
I don't think I did anything to cause him grief, but... That's the thing when, like, pro drivers say shit to you about, oh, you need to give us the outside there. it starts fucking with your head in terms of you start second guessing yourself and like, am I making the right decisions? Yeah, that's what pisses me off about it. Is it's like it's why say anything mid race?
Yeah. He when I back it up, maybe my audio has something to do with this. When I back it up, I've got you guys coming out of the corner. He's already sideways, but he's way on your inside, so he spun like through the turn or something. But yeah, that's weird. Oh wait, let's see. Maybe I can get it. You'll be able to see it. Well, no, that's lap 90.
I was driving like a lunatic.
Is Mr. Williams back?
Haven't heard him.
Yeah, something's fucked up. I can't get to. I can't see that part. So I have no video of it.
Okay.
Now I'm live. Yeah, I don't know. My audio was so bad. At the end, it was just like all garble and chop.
Hey guys, sorry I'm here. I'm just having looks like I gotta withdraw from the session and restart my system because my headset timed out. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Weird.
Gosh damn it. Not happy with the way that stint ended up.
Know of only one thing for absolute certain right now.
What's that?
I need to wash my gloves.
I was all prepared for some serious philosophy there. I thought you were going to throw down something memorable. It was kind of a disappointment, to be honest with you.
I apologize.
Yeah, you got the P2 car coming up on you.
Yeah, it's exactly when I want to have a LMP2 that thinks he's better than he is.
He's that guy that kind of was driving us dickishly before. Well, his name's Dick.
Fucking A. That was almost fun.
Yeah, close. That LMP2 car just dive bombed the P2 car in our class and almost wrecked him. It was ridiculous. I'm not sure what the hell he was thinking.
Is that a 0x or a 4x? 0x.
0.
He moved on me.
Yep.
Hey, Volker, how you doing?
Volker online?
He was for a second. So I'm going to click in, and he was there, and he dropped back out. My system's still reloading to get me on track.
Maybe he doesn't want everyone to know that he's associated with us.
Can't blame him for that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, for some reason, if I walk away from my headset, leave it on, but walk away from it, it times out after a period of time, and I have to restart the whole system to have it reinitialize and get me back in.
Go to triples, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I did buy it just this week. I bought a new monitor to replace what I had. So now we got a 32-inch monitor with a 180 hertz refresh rate on it. It's actually pretty cool. An amazing price for it. Also, it's an LG Ultra Gear unit, and it was there was a after Christmas sale, 25% off. So I got it for like $225.
Oh, that's not bad.
Uh,
Yeah, the P2 car's got to run on you.
Yeah, I got him.
It is nice knowing that our car isn't that badly out of trim compared to the others.
Hello.
Hey,
Volker.
Volker.
Hey, how is it going?
Pretty good.
It's been the best of times. It's been the worst of times.
I heard that before.
In other words, we're racing again.
Yeah.
Oh, did you run into some issues?
We've had a couple.
Hopefully not.
You mean
It's
other than
just-
being slow?
Multi-class racing on a tight, twisty little track, but I mean, Pip said it earlier, but the practice we did was a good thing.
All right. But no technical issues with crashing computers and
I had a weird audio thing going on a little while ago, but I wonder if it's my headset, because when I unplugged it from USB and plugged it back into a different one, it was fine.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what the problem is.
Okay, I'm just logging in and watch a little bit here.
If you look closely, you can probably see Chip's red wig caught in the door and flapping in the breeze.
That's not my wig.
Boy, are you going to be sore.
How long left for the race? How much time?
About 25 minutes.
24 minutes.
Okay.
It's been a 3-hour race. Or it is a
Yeah.
3-hour race, I should
A
say.
3-hour tour.
So where do you start in the top 10?
Oh, hell no.
No.
No, this
Yeah,
strength
we
of field,
were at the top of the GT3 class.
yeah, we're faster than all the LMP2s and GT3 cars, so we feel pretty good about that. The bad news is we're in a GTP car.
Okay.
The strength of field in the GTP class is 3624.
Oh dear.
We
Okay.
are outmatched.
Yeah. That's brutal.
Chip's under the impression that this is a great learning experience, and
Good God. Pick a line, any line. Just stick to it.
that
Jesus.
same guy was squeezing me. Every time I'd go by him, he'd squeeze me. It's like, I don't even know you that well.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so that is P7 behind you.
Yeah, he's not that fast. I just keep catching traffic in really stupid spots.
Making his move.
Okay.
Yeah, one of these races, we're going to beat a team that actually finishes the race.
Well, we're only 42 seconds behind the next spot,
Yeah.
and had I not had to do that drive-through, we'd be right there.
Any damage to the car?
Did you get contact for that? I was offline when you were. Was that contact
Yeah.
or just an off track?
No, my car got damaged,
Oh,
but it put us over the limit, so I had
Yeah.
to come in and do a drive-through 4 laps before I came in for my pit stop.
no.
So we lost a good 30 or 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Doesn't the PCA Team Racing Series run here?
Yeah, later. Let's see. TRS is going to be here later. I don't remember if Series 13 runs here.
Yeah. We probably don't need to do a lot of practice.
A
Yeah.
great track, though.
I thought the TRS and Series 13, they were all the same tracks. I thought I read something like that.
Don't think so. That's not how I recall. I mean, Daytona, yes. And Portimão here. I don't know. I gotta look.
Yeah.
By the way, Rob's average for his stint was 134.345. Chip, you were at 134.367. And then I was at 135.739.
Really?
Yep.
No, I was talking about the GT3, what he just did.
Oh.
Fucking cut my nose off.
It's better that we switched anyway.
Yeah, this car, the concentration level on this track.
So was I faster than Rob, or was Rob faster than me?
Rob was faster than you.
Okay.
Yeah, but by what am I talking here? Like 200s? Yeah.
Don't ruin it for me, Williams.
Well, Chip's just having to come to grips with it. He's slow.
Right.
He's driving our car, dude. We gotta keep building him up.
So says the guy who's like 1.2 seconds behind him.
A little wide there.
Yeah, your prior lap was a nice hot lap. Yeah, Chip, you still have fastest lap for the race of all the three of us.
Well, that goes without saying. I'm sorry, that was... I don't mean that. Yeah, I had some gnarly laps with traffic in my stint.
Yeah, I had some terrible ones too.
Hmm.
I had like a period where I had like 3 or 4 clean laps where nobody was there, and then I had a whole bunch where it was just a cluster.
Yeah, it looks like Chip ran a 132.203. Rob's fastest looks to be a 132.585. And my fastest was a 132.670.
Grouped pretty closely together.
Yeah, our fast laps are within about 0.3.
So are the conditions similar to what you used when you practiced?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Track started out hot, but it's been steadily cooling off.
Yeah.
In fact, the track's 32 degrees
Uh-huh.
cooler than it was when we started.
Yeah, during practice it was hot. It was like 105, 106.
Yeah,
Like qualifying, it was about 98, 97, I think.
Oh, had it come down that much by then?
Yeah, by quality it had come down.
Oh, okay.
So they don't use the real-time weather, right? They just use some...
For the
I don't
date,
think so.
it is, I think.
I don't think Portugal is that hot right now.
This is April. is when
Yeah, it's
Yes.
April.
Oh, April. Okay.
Yeah. It's like April 12th here.
Oh, there you go, Chip. 131.888. Nice lap.
Super. Wow. Nice.
We'll see how Rob matches up when all my laps are counted.
Whatever motivation it takes for you to gain us a spot, because currently we're in 12th and not 13th. Punch Crew Gray is behind us, and I can't. It doesn't give me. Oh, they're in the pits. They're in a 2-minute pit stop. They're an extended pit stop, so we have 13th or 12th locked in. More than likely, you can keep our nose clean.
Yeah, they got some bunch of front end damage. I'm looking at their car right now, whether it just happened or
What, our car?
no, theirs.
The car that was in P12.
Damn it. Need to pay attention to driving and not listen to you guys. That's
Yeah,
Had
well, you
another
don't
off
usually
track.
listen to us, so I don't know why you started now. All I want you to think, Chip, is my average was faster than yours. Go get him.
come on, dipshit.
You actually have the P11 car behind you, who's got us by a lap.
Dipshit. Fucking low percentage move, man.
Yeah.
Just trying to be helpful.
Yeah.
Did exactly what I didn't expect him to do. I was going to get him on exit.
Yeah.
Follow your own advice, Chris. Be predictable. Love you, man.
Team that's in the lead is Virtual Drivers by Thrustmaster. So something tells me they're a pro or semi-pro team. Minutes to go.
Yep.
E4 behind me?
E3 is behind you. Well, media car behind you is not. Now it is.
Yeah, I know. You got to get beside me to pass me. You need that much help? Fucking loser.
That's ridiculous.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
I don't know why he was blinking at me.
Okay, so that's P8 in our class behind you now.
Why was that GT3 blinking at me? Did I do anything offensive?
No. Stay right, stay right. Okay.
LMP2 or a GTP?
It was a LMP2. Looks like we put more fuel in the car for this stint than we needed. We're gonna have about 4 laps left. You idiot!
That guy doing?
Yeah, he just was pulling over to left. 5 minutes left. Car off right ahead of you.
The P2 car.
You watching the stream, Volker, or are you watching us in session?
In session. Just watching a replay here.
Oh, I didn't know you were CMS entitled to be able to see it. It must be public?
No, I can just go into the session and watch.
Oh, okay.
Trusted spotter. Or I cannot log into the race, but I can watch it. I didn't see anybody blinking at you, actually. I was just watching the replays there.
Yeah, the practice laps definitely help.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I knew exactly what the car was going to do when I got on the gas there.
Could be seeing the white flag either this lap or next time by. Oh, this is the white flag lap. Heard the white flag was out and now it's not. Are you seeing the white flag, Jeff?
No, not on my screen.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Well, because it had Chip, it was giving him the blue flag and the white flag together.
God damn, motherfucker.
Yeah, 20 seconds left remaining here.
Maybe one more lap, I guess.
Is that a 0x that I just got?
Yes.
Yep.
White flag.
Yep. Got it.
Now it's out. All right, bring her home. Nice job, Chip.
Yeah, great stint, Chip.
P12. Not bad. Started
No.
P17.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think 11th would have been in reach had I had to have the drive through, but shit happens.
Just have to hope that we don't have any post-race IRR.
That's true.
Yeah, but don't think we did anything egregious.
No, egregious, no. There were a couple of interesting moments.
But at the moment, we are not the last car running.
We are not.
Which is pretty cool.
Yep.
Because, you know, that team's going, we couldn't even beat those fucking Wild Deuce guys.
Can anybody tell what the IR rating of that other team is?
Well, the driver that's in the car is 1.4, but I guarantee it's a higher cumulative one than ours.
Mm-hmm.
What is that, German pit bull racing hotel?
Apex for interviews,
Never heard about
post-race
that.
interviews, winning teams. We will also get the unofficial results and some screenshots posted. Thank you all for, man, that was a crazy track, and a lot of emotions, I'm sure, in several different areas, but overall, a tremendous event, and most importantly, a tremendous turnout. We'll see you all on the Discord and look forward to the next race, which will start the second half of the season.
That's a wrap, boys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Congratulations.
Nicely driven, guys, all of you.
Yeah,
that was a
good effort.
That was a good race. I think
Everybody
all the
did good work.
practice was excellent.
Yeah, no, that was outstanding. Very pleased with that. We out-survived 5 teams, and we beat 1 team.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be mad at that.
Nope.
Well, improved by 5 spots, right? 17,
Yeah.
12. Right?
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
So the team that we beat looks like close to the same rating as us. Had a 2.1K driver and a 1.4K driver.
Mm-hmm.
They're in our ballpark. According to iRacing, average lap for Rob was 136.060. Average lap for Jeff 135.799, and average lap for me 134.194.
Yep.
Last lap of the race 130.188. So that's pretty cool.
You got the trifecta. You got the average lap, the fastest lap, and the incidents.
I know, yeah. It's kind of funny. I'm kind of embarrassed in the incidents, although I would argue that a 0x turn 4x wasn't really a 4x, and getting hit by that other car was not my fault. So 8 of that at least isn't really my responsibility, but
You'd still be winning.
yeah, I'd still be winning.
You're not talking your way out of this one, Chip. Sorry.
So virtual drivers by Thrustmaster number 1, Renaud and Nicholas. Congratulations on P1 and GTP. And then we come down a little bit behind us. The Pun Crew Blue, Lewis Clark and Scott Haddock got P1 for LMP2. And then the GT3 Sonic Racing Team, Miguel Almeida and Federico Faria came out with the win. So great job, guys. Really a fun race, actually. All things being equal, I mean, we could have done a lot worse.
Yep.
Yep.
Jeff did
Yeah.
a miraculous job keeping us clean in that first stint, because that was where a lot of, I think a lot of our ground was gained.
That was some nice work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really,
thank you. Yeah.
really good driving.
Working with traffic was good.
Yeah. So, and Rob, you did an outstanding job with your whole stint. It was perfectly clean until like those last 4 laps.
And it was a shit show.
Yeah, and some of that, wasn't entirely your fault. The 4X incident that you got was a car had gone off track, came back on track, squeezed the GT3 down into you, and you hadn't made it clear of the GT3 when you started moving over, and bad things happened. So
It happens.
it was a shared incident. We didn't get a black flag for it. We'll see if any IRRs come of that. I think that out of all the cars, the GT3 is probably at the least fault, and you're of lesser fault than the other GTP. So that was good. And the drive-through penalty, that was on me. That was because I got 15x in the first stint, or my first stint, and you paid the price having to do the drive-through on that. So
That's a team effort either way.
True enough.
Yeah.
But great job. This is a great finish for us, I think.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it looks like the laps for fuel were right about what we planned. Rob had 29, I had 28. Chip, you had 30 in your first, and then that gave you a shorter stint in the last 26.
Oh.
We had three laps of fuel left in the tank at the end.
Yeah. So, I could be out there making up the 3 laps that we lost if, we really wanted to, do that. But okay, guys. Well, I think we can call this one a wrap. And again, thank you. Thank you for joining us, Volker. It's a pleasure having you join us. And I think then next one is at Aragon, February 9th with CMS. And then I know you guys have some PCA sim racing stuff coming up. So that'll be exciting. What's your next race there?
Yeah.
Series 13 Thursday night is Daytona.
Ooh.
In the GT3R, and then next Sunday is the team. I think it's the team race at Daytona, isn't it,
Yeah,
Jeff?
the TRS. Yeah. So
we're racing that. Jeff and I are in the 963. Damn.
Awesome.
So
yeah, and then my sport race back in the GT3 at Daytona is the following Wednesday.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very cool.
We need to practice for Aragon. I haven't run that track, so
I've never driven Aragon. I'm not even sure I own it, so I need to get on that. And also, too, January 17th, I believe, 17th or 18th.
It's a Daytona. It's a Rolex, right?
Yeah, Daytona 24. Yeah, so iRacing special event, and I surely intend to drive that. And with all the practice you guys are getting with Daytona, I would think that you would as well. But let me know.
I'm up for it.
Cool deal. And Volker, I don't know if you're available or not, but if you are, we'd definitely like to see you as well.
I believe so. We'll be available.
Cool.
Are we going to run the GTP in that one?
If you guys are practicing the GTP for your race, it would make sense.
Well, we're doing both, actually. See, we're doing the GT3 for the series, and we're doing the TRS races in the GTP, so we're bouncing between both of them.
Yeah.
So you guys can make the call. You make the call on what you're most comfortable in, and then we'll figure it out. But I can do it.
I feel like I drive the 963 better than the GT3R personally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got to go back and take a look. Part of it is looking at the overall calendar of what Chip you put up. There's some races in the overall calendar that are GT3 only.
Yes.
And I just want to be doing a mix.
Bathurst, Spa, and Suzuka are all GT3 only. So
yeah, I don't even put Bathurst on my list of things I'd consider.
I love that race. It's such a meat grinder. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a tough race.
It is.
Wonderful opportunity to lose IR and safety rating.
Well, the thing
when you do wreck, it's usually pretty serious.
Yeah, but the thing I'm thinking about is we've been driving the GTP so long that I found this with the LMU races. The GT3 is so much slower. You have so much more time to think, and on a track we know, It could be a good race, but
Mhm.
that could just be me.
Yeah, I'm good with whatever.
Cool.
It really
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I'll take a look. The reason I was sort of hesitating more was, I don't know if I want to do it. I've done the 24-hour races now, and it's sort of like, God, that's a grind. Do I want to do it again?
So
Yeah,
you're saying you're wussing out on us.
That's what it sounded like.
Maybe.
Yeah, it sounded like the sound of a wuss.
Yeah.
Well, on that
Well,
note, comment on the video if you think Jeff should just sack up and drive the Daytona 24, or if we should just leave him alone. Comments below.
Nobody's comfortable driving that race. It kicks our ass.
Oh yeah, it's a brutal fucking drive, especially when you have to work, right? Rob, you and I both have the reality of going back to work tomorrow, so.
I'm so sad. I've had 2 weeks off. It's been wonderful.
I know, me too.
Well, what about we make the retired people on our team do more driving?
Right, I like it. What are you gonna say, Volker?
I said for the 24, you need a full team, 5 drivers, right?
Needs a strong
At
word.
least
We need
4.
4. We need 4, but we could do it with 3 if we had to, but 4 is better. We've done it with 5 in the past, but we do not have Rosenthal. He's going to be on vacation. So.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Thanks again,
Okay.
and thanks all you for the watching of the video. And I'll pull some shorts out here not too
Okay,
distant
good night.
future.
Oh,
Talk to you
I'd
later,
rather
guys.
you keep your shorts on, please.
Yeah. Actually, I want to get out of these shorts. These are pretty soggy.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks a lot.
Okay, guys. Good
See ya.
race. Thanks to y'all. Bye.
Spaß mache Rennsport.